Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jennifer. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope you'll be inspired as much as I was while creating it. But also, do not forget to like and please stay to the last point, okay? So, while I've been, going through the beginning phases of the new year, and you know how the new year is, it's always like packed up with goal setting and, planning and replanning and re-strategizing and all those things. And I thought about, but all these things, the reason why I'm doing all these things is because I want to be more intentional. I don't want to just roll through the year and then come to December 2020, 30th or 31st, I look back and I'm like, what did I achieve this year? What was I able to do? You know why? Which I've done it many times over the years. I have, rolled through the year. Start well. Usually at the beginning, we start so well. You're like, yeah, this is it. This is my year. We start to claim it. But then we forget that claiming does not stop there. Even if you have so much faith, like me, I'm a Christian, and even if you are backed up with all the scriptures, but you're not intentional, you're not setting goals, you're not being strategic, you're not being realistic, trust me, when that year rolls out, you're going to find yourself in the same situation, in the same boat. And let me tell you, it's so funny how life is so difficult, because many times we struggle. Life will throw at you so many things. There will be so many distractions, so many limitations, so many things to get you off your course. Life will be lifing, yeah? But if you are very intentional, I believe that you can go through life in a more, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the challenges, you can still win and get what you want for as long as you're more intentional. So today I'm here. I've been looking a lot on my paper because this is my research paper. Looking a lot, I was digesting when I'm creating this content, I was asking myself the questions. So how do I be more intentional? How do I show up much better than I did last year or in the former years? And I thought first of all, it's very important. And it starts by defining your values, your goals, and actively prioritizing the tasks that align with them. You have to prioritize what are those tasks that I want to do on a day-to-day, or activities that will help me to achieve the big goal that I want to achieve for myself. Okay? So some of the key steps that will help you to be more intentional, these are my tips. These are things that I think will work for me this year. You could apply them. You could even have much better tips or other tips, but these are mine. And I thought I would share. Maybe someone would be inspired, encouraged, and boosted, to keep going after your goals and dreams. One is you have to first identify your values. Now, for example, let me give an example. As if you're a Christian, or let me give that example. I think to relate more with what I'm going to talk about. So if you're a Christian, you say, this time around, I want to develop my relationship with God more. What would that look like? Yeah, because it's a value. I value my faith, so I want to invest in so much in it. What would that look like? Maybe coming up with a plan, maybe joining a Bible study. I am one, and I'm a leader, so in case you're Uganda, but a globe, that's another topic of another day. But yeah, maybe finding a schedule, like a devotional plan, where you where you schedule to be able to spend time with God. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 20 minutes, it could be even 5 minutes. You are more intentional because you value your faith, you value your relationship with God. It will help you to align better. So when you're clear and you identify your value, then you start to set activities or steps to help you achieve that. So by the time you reach 31st of December, you're like, yeah, I've grown more closer to God because I incorporated a routine in my life, in my day-to-day, that helped me to achieve that goal. Okay, then the other step is set clear goals. I know many times we set vague goals or unserious goals. I have been there, and in some areas I'm still there, but I want to be more better. When I talk about setting clear goals, I mean your goal has to be a SMART goal. What is a SMART goal? It has to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Like, it has to have those core things. Don't just say, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight this year. That's a very vague goal. How do you make it more real, more specific? I want to lose 10 kgs or 10 pounds by Jan or by April 2025. What does that look like? I'm going to review my eating habits. So meaning I'm going to look through what's my menu like. I need to adjust on that. And you don't have to do everything at a go. You don't have to drop everything at a go. Like, I'm going to drop sugar, I'm going to drop carbs, I'm going to do this, I'm going to lift, I'm going to go to the gym. No, you have to start small so that you build that discipline. They say that it takes 21 days to develop a habit. So be gentle with yourself. I have a friend of mine who always tells me, my husband too, by the way, he always tells me that I think you're too hard on yourself sometimes. Yes, I do set certain standards so high. Sometimes I set a bar too high for myself, and when I don't achieve the bar or achieve the things I've set, I get in a state of regret or sadness, depression. I feel like yesterday I was feeling the worst. I just woke up not feeling well. I didn't achieve, according to me, I felt like I had not achieved anything that I had set. I had achieved smaller goals, maybe smaller tasks. I started on a task, but usually I set the bar so high. So I wouldn't, as I'm talking about these things, I'm also talking to myself because I also struggle in that same area. So be more specific, okay? Be more specific with your goal. Be very particular and very specific, and write down those steps, those specifics, write them down. By April, I want to do A, B, C, D. How will I achieve it? On a day-to-day, every day, every week, I have to review to see that I have achieved that goal. And also the other point, I think I've talked about this in my former video, is you have to review the past experiences. Reflect on what worked well in the past year and what could even be improved. Review is very, very important. Many times we start something new without reviewing the old. It helps us to improve, it helps us to show up better, it helps us to be more diverse, yeah? So I would encourage you, before you go on to different things or achieving different things, go back and review them in case it was there, or you had it, or you planned, or you tried to do it. Many times the new goals are usually the goals we failed to do last year, right? Review what made you lag behind on this particular goal or on this particular task. Review it, reflect on it. What are the things I can do better this time around? And in that, you will help yourself not to make the same mistakes or fall into the same ditch. And then the other point is you must learn and plan and prioritization. This is my desired, I desire to be very good at planning and prioritization. That is my area where I struggle a bit. Well, not a bit, a lot. Yeah, I do struggle a lot in prioritization. I can have the plan right, but when it comes to execution, prioritization, I don't give it as much priority as I should. For example, let's say every year I want to be more fit. Every year, that has been a goal: lose weight, become more fit, become more healthy. I can do it for like 2 weeks, and then I back down. I don't prioritize it next time, and which is wrong. I can do my workouts, I can exercise for 2 weeks in a row, then afterwards it's not a priority for me. So I start well with so much vigor and so much energy, and then along the way I lose it. So because I don't prioritize, I don't plan and prioritize. Now planning is where it will be helpful, because you put it in your routine. You're like, you know what, whether I feel like it or I don't feel like it, I'm gonna sorry about that. While I was recording, something happened. Anyway, I was still talking about prioritizing tasks to consciously choose activities to focus on each day and delegate and eliminate tasks that are not important. So that is something that we usually don't pay close attention to. We prioritize everything, like everything. How is that task that you're going to do contributing to your end goal? Because it's very important. Many times we do things and yet we are not actually achieving the goal. Let me give you an example. I work for an insurance company, and in that insurance company they give you like tasks that you must accomplish, like goals that you must accomplish on a weekly basis and on a monthly basis. If I do not prioritize to make the calls, because the calls are very important and they track them on a daily basis, how many calls you've made, they give you like a target. So because I know it's my priority, I must make sure that I make the calls, because when I make the calls, I get to sell, and when I sell, I get to earn. Okay, that's how it works. So yeah, so prioritizing. I give an example, even like, for example, you want to lose the weight. Let me use the same example. If your end goal is to be more fit, lose the weight, be more fit, be more toned, be more sexy, and whatever it is that you're looking for, what are you going to do to prioritize that? Meaning is that you make sure that I have to move my body on a day-to-day, on a daily basis. What would that look like? I probably set up 10 minutes or 20 minutes or 1 hour or 30 minutes to make sure that I work towards that goal. Yeah? So that is consciously prioritizing that task that is going to contribute to your end goal. And then mindful practices, like mindful decision making practices. Like before making a choice, consider how does it align to my end goal. I gave an example of a goal that I want to achieve this year. It's financial stability, or be more financially secure this year than I was last year. Now, because I know that when I'm making any financial decision, I must be very, very careful. Does this decision help me achieve my end goal? So I'm consciously, mostly in terms of spending, before I spend money, I ask my question, is it going to align? Is it going to add up to my end goal, achieving my goal? If it's not, then I try to refrain or find another plan. So making sure that you're mindful in your decision making and removing things that take you off your course. Okay, it's not easy, but if you're mindful, you're like, if I was supposed to spend here, maybe I save this money, I save this more money. It can help me, to achieve my financial independence that I'm looking for. So I thought it was going to be an easy journey, but it's not. It is not, and you're going to face trials. But if we are intentional, we shall be able to achieve. And that is why this year my theme for this year was intentional living. Intentional, like everything I do, I want to be more intentional. Intentional at my life, intentional at whatever I want to achieve. Because there I realize that I'll be able to get more things done and I'll be able to achieve more goals than before. So I hope those few steps can help you to also improve, become more intentional in your way of living, in your goal setting, but also in your execution, because it starts with us, and together we can achieve. This year is for achieving. So let's be more intentional this year, 2025. Let's not let it slide, and let's just waiting for the art to roll. December 31st, we're waiting for December that then we wake up and like, what was I meant to do? This year was not successful because you are not intentional, because you did not set clear goals, because you were not mindful. Yes, because you are not intentional. So yeah, I hope those steps can help you to become more intentional in 2025 so that you can be able to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. You can be able to have a thriving 2025 so that at the end of the year we are praising God, we are thanking, we are jubilating for the success of the year we've had. Yeah? Okay? Let's go and do this together. So thank you so much. Do not forget to like, to subscribe, to share with your friends. Anybody that you know can be inspired by this content. I'm here to create and inspire you as much as I get inspired as well. So take care, stay blessed, bye.